Ha! Agora vai melhorar. Agora vai melhorar, porque tem áudio. Agora vai melhorar. Então é o seguinte. Nós vamos aqui para mais uma jogatina de The Witcher. Começando as expansões agora. Vamos ver como a gente se sai. Vamos ver aqui se vai dar tudo bom, se vai dar tudo ruim, como é que vai ser. Vamos ver se aqui se a gente consegue traquear essa missão. Não. Oh céus. Vamos ter que vir pra cá então. Vamos ver o que a gente faz. Eu estou usando os meus decoctions já. Ah, tá. Tô entendendo, tô entendendo. Acho que nós vamos a cavalo. Que isso? Por que você fez isso, lobinho? O Master Ferrari. Bem. Roach já tá aqui.
Run, Roach.
E eu preciso. Eu tenho que dar a volta no lago, né? Então eu vou seguir, é nessa reta mesmo que eu tô. A gente vai encontrar uma montanha.
Come on.
Vamos ver. Aqui. Essa reta. Cavalo, o que foi? Tá com medo do lobo? Vamos descer, vamos descer. Ver o que a gente acha aqui. Que isso? Mais agressivo. Interessante, muito interessante. Legal, vamos continuar para cima. Scavenger Hunt. Acho que meu lobo não vai conseguir, meu cavalo não vai conseguir passar tranquilamente entre os lobos aqui. Vou a pé mesmo. conseguimos dar a volta? Já. A gente pode tentar ir reto para ela. Que donut. Ai, que burro. Eu escrevi a transmissão errada. Credo. O que você tá falando? Que diabo que é isso? Não, não é aqui não. Eu tinha marcado outro ponto no mapa, que era próximo. Vou tentar subir a montanha. Mas já que eu já subi, é o outro lado de lá. Ih, rapaz. Será que vai dar bom? Ah, é um ninho. Tá tudo aqui. E agora? Missão. Mas é Light Armor, né? Light Armor não me adianta. Só de curiosidade. Vamos ver o que isso traz. Inventário, eu não consigo, eu não tenho no mapa o lugar que eu preciso ir. Olha que coisa horrível. Mas eu não consigo ver o outro mapa não, gente. Current Object, Place Marker, Filter Navigation. Como é que eu faço para conseguir fazer isso. Vamos lá, vamos descer. Que aí talvez eu consiga mexer no mapa se eu tiver no Fast Travel para fazer o teleporte. Não consigo subir ali, eu acho que vou ter que acabar. Claro que eu posso, quem disse que eu não posso? Vamos ver, tem mais 2 só. Mais um. Mutagen é sempre bom. Se fosse o vermelho principalmente. Tem mais um lá, mas eu acho que agora eu consigo entrar no bar. Acelerar, tentar não bater muito porque ele já está meio arregaçado esse barco. Vai, estranho, tá errado no Face. Falaram que meu Face tá errado com a transmissão aqui, errado. Vamos deletar então. Vamos deletar e colocar de novo. Muito estranho. Aí, tá certo, pô. Vamos ver se funcionou. Tá, vamos continuar. Aqui no Fast Travel pode ser que eu consiga mudar de mapa. Eu não estou conseguindo fazer isso no mapa diretamente. Se alguém tiver uma ideia. Ah, era isso. Não sabia mudar de região no controle. No. Novigrad. Menino. Várias coisas que eu quero ver aqui. Agora eu acho que eu entendi. Deixa eu ver se consertou. Não sei como é que escreve também. Tá. Deixa eu dar uma gravada aqui para saber como que tá o áudio.
Found your message on a notice board.
Tá baixo, tá alto em relação à minha voz.
The griffin at White Orchard. I knew that were we only to follow the tracks of its slayer, we would in the end find Geralt.
Milton de Peyrac Peyran and Palmerin de Lonfor. Good to see you both. In years.
We're short. We share your joy. You must forgive us our surroundings. When we pledged to place the village under our protection, the village elder gave us this hut as our lodgings. He swore it is the best hut in the village.
Get involved in some squabble?
We discovered that in retreating, the Redanian garrison that left this land still is at the mercy of numerous
É só acabar essa
tyranny of bandits, the most
cinemática aqui e testar.
His plunderers shall soon descend on this village to collect tribute. Milton and I will dissuade them.
We are both sworn to fight injustice and oppression wherever they rear their heads. The matter does not concern you, of course, but do us the kindness of waiting. Once we have dealt with these marauders, we have a matter we must present to you.
Let me help with these bastards, get rid of these bandits, first one,
So, plan to go out and meet the bandits when they arrive? Fight them?
Palmerin wishes first to appeal to their sense of decency. But I expect they will be deaf to this.
Yeah, completely.
We must afford them a chance to stand down. Many a hardened outlaw has left the path of wrongdoing upon hearing words of admonition.
Doesn't happen in these lands. Ever.
If they do not heed my reprimand, we at least will know we have done all within our means to evade bloodshed.
Fine. Naturally, I'll help when Palmerin's rhetoric falls on deaf ears.
Excellent. Then we've but to wait for the rogues to arrive.
They's a coming!
Hear that? Your bandits have arrived.
Let us go out to greet them.
Engraçado. Parece que transmissão tá escrito errado. Mas no meu não tá. Tá com 2 S. Que loucura. Vamos continuar.
Hark, contemptible cars!
Opa. Vou parar de gravar que eu já fiz, quero fazer o teste já já. A gente tá fazendo um monte de teste, viu, gente?
He mean us?
I, Palmerin de Lawnfall, call upon you to repent. Search your hearts. Do you not see that they are blackened?
Regular punch and Judy here.
To prey upon commoners is no honor.
Como é que eu vou marcar ela aqui? Share to a friend's timeline. Deixa eu só ver aqui. Não, send as message que eu quero. Send as message, aí sim. Calma, gente, que tá indo. Calma aí que tá indo. Não, mas aqui... Aqui, peraí. Vamos mandar como mensagem. Só para fazer o último teste aqui, a gente volta pro jogo. Já. Beleza. Olha o computador surtando aqui.
To loot the meager stores. Abandon the path of shame, and we will spare you.
Right good jest, that. Had us a laugh. Now, fuck off or we lose our patience and you lose something else.
Nay, wait, Zorg. These lads are lark. Mayhaps they know some tricks.
Oi, players! Can you toss balls all loopity-like? Or do that thing where one spits fire while the other
Acabando a
farts?
cinemática, eu vou assistir um pouco da transmissão para saber como que tá o áudio. Então, só para garantir a qualidade. Vocês vão escutar exatamente o que eu estou escutando aqui, mas não vão ver por enquanto. Se bem que eu consigo transmitir aqui o áudio. E eu que não estou conseguindo ouvir nada. Alô? Espera aí que tem algo errado. Ah, ele tá como MP4. Tudo bem. Vamos ouvir no VLC. parece bom. Só meu microfone que não tá muito legal. Acho que tá alto em relação à minha voz.
I knew that were we only to follow the tracks of its slayer, we would in the end find.
We at least will know we have done all within our
Legal.
means to evade bloodshed.
Então vamos voltar aqui. Parece que tá dando para escutar. O microfone não tá muito bom. Parece que vai ter que alterar algumas configurações.
Noble Palmerin's giving you a chance. Now I'm gonna give you some advice. Do what he says.
Or what?
Or you'll find yourself fighting knights errant in the pay of the Duchess of Toussaint. And they eat scum like you with their morning porridge.
There's 3 of them. 2 turtled up in armor. We'll come back later.
Some wench sent them. Folk will say we's afeard of wenches and jesters. Ooh, insulted the Duchess. Not good.
Indeed, we cannot let the affront go unpunished. I swear upon the Heron you will pay with your own blood. By the crane, villains, ready your arms.
Vamos lá, né? Pelo menos o nível tá bom pra XP. Tô dando um ataque pesado, ele é lento pra caralho. Desce escudos. Faltam quantos? 2. Era isso? Vamos ver aqui. Me desculpem. Aí está. Bem. Pelo menos o delay ali tá bem pequeno agora. A qualidade melhorou demais de ontem pra hoje. Mas vai ter mais um cara aqui embaixo.
Why do they not emerge? It is over. We have banished the scoundrels, lifted oppression's yoke from their lives.
Warned you it'd be like this. Fear you as much as they did the bandits now. Sorry, no fanfares and flowers. You're not in Toussaint.
Ah, it is true what folk claim. In the north, no noble deed goes on.
And we shall, my friend.
And we shall, my friend.
Come, Geralt. It's time we delivered our message.
Então agora eu faço parte da milícia. Não sei mais.
So fess up. What brings you such a long way?
We are to deliver Her Grace the Duchess's message in full, with all due ceremony. For tradition
is sacred in Toussaint. All right, fine.
Most honorable Geralt, slayer of monsters and all evils nefarious, which prey on the defenseless of this world. Whereas never have you been known to deny help to the innocent, nor leave widows and orphans to fates undeserved. Answer you now our present summons. Free us from the beast which floods our streets with blood and sows panic in the hearts of rich and poor alike. Come to our aid, Witcher. Thus humbly beseeches you the Star-Crossed City's most gracious protectress, Her Illustrious Highness, Duchess Anna Henrietta.
Se a duquesa tá pedindo, eu vou lá
Shall you
ajudar.
answer her call?
Of course. Tell me
Might
more.
be the most fervent request that I take a contract ever, and the most polite. And now we've got all that behind us. I want to hear more about this beast. Some kind of monster? Just guessing.
Most assuredly, though no one has caught a good look at it as yet. Our only sure witnesses. Bodies massacred in a brutal, horrid manner.
Look, some sketches drafted from descriptions given by those who claim they glimpsed the beast. Each quite different. To my mind, these witnesses lie.
How many victims so far?
2. When Her Grace learnt of the second, she discharged us immediately to fetch you, promising grants of land and fortunes in gold, should you answer her summons.
An ill wind blows, Geralt. The beast cannot be tracked. Folks say it wields black magic. Also, both victims were nobly born, and the start of a tourney draws near.
Beast wields black magic? What makes you say so?
The first victim vanished between bites at a feast. The feast-goers none noticed this. They saw but an open window, then heard desperate cries from the street below, where a corpse had just been found.
The second killing, similar. A night in a locked room. Servants all about the house. Guards all around the estate. Yet the beast somehow got him out, dragged him to the town square, and killed him there. No one saw, nor heard a thing.
Então, vou fazer o seguinte. Você deve ter recebido. Não sei o que acontece. Não sei o que é um refresh attachment, mas eu acabei de fazer isso.
We have no fear of creatures against which sword and shield protect.
I'll take the
I
contract.
sometimes think back to all the contracts I've ever taken from sovereigns. Can't name hardly any where I came out ahead.
You cannot be thinking to refuse.
No. Just struck by a thought. How the Duchess can sometimes be demanding.
So you accept the contract? Excellent!
We must set off at once. We long wanted this land searching.
Peraí que tem gente aqui falando coisa. Tá, não, beleza. Vou deixar a coisa continuar aqui.
Yet time is of the essence.
Ready to go, as soon as you're packed.
Ah, then post haste to Toussaint.
To Toussaint!
A gente falando que transmissão tá com C cedilha lá no Facebook. Como assim? Eu tô lendo com 2 S aqui, cara.
Watch out! I swore I'd kill a monster! One for one and one for all!
Meu das coisas aí. Por que eu tô andando de lá? Pegou o controle. Pegou o controle, eu não vou conseguir mexer. Ah, agora voltou, não. O controle, pelo amor de Deus. Faço não. Eu não sei nem como que ataca com o mouse. Vai morrer aqui. Vamos ver se ele volta normal, porque bugando não vai dar pra jogar não. Ah, esses gatos. Pursuing Witcher contracts.
For my lady! Guillaume, watch out! I swore I'd kill a monster!
Agora tá funcionando pelo menos. Tem alguns ataques em área só. Action not allowed in combat. Pelo menos agora meus controle tá funcionando. Então a gente está livrando algumas cidades.
Tackling it single-handed? None too wise.
Neither is love born of wisdom, Witcher. So, Guillaume, outfit it. Which fair damsel inspired you to vow to kill that filth?
The most beautiful among them.
If he wishes to guard her name a secret, he need not reveal it.
Esse barulho é muito
You I
alto.
do not know, sir, nor seem you a knight, yet still I am profoundly grateful, nay, indebted to you for your succor. This trophy, sir, is yours.
Claro que é.
I'll take the trophy. Why not? Could find someone who'll pay to buy it. Put up a good fight against the giant. Got experience battling monsters?
None. In Tucson, we mostly chase bandits. But
You don't need to hunt the beast, I hope. The matter's best left to Geralt.
another challenge awaits me. Yet if Geralt is to hunt the beast, he ought to know. It struck again.
The river surrendered a corpse. It washed up in the meander by the cockatrice. Damien Delatour's guardsmen are there already, securing the area.
Securing the area? Better go there now before they trample any tracks, manhandle any evidence.
Set forth then. I shall ride for the city to inform her gracious magnificence that Geralt has arrived. We'll meet later, near Guillaume's tent at the tourney grounds.
Gracious magnificence.
I shall take you then to see her grace.
Isso aqui é tratamento. O que essa besta dará? O que é isso? De acordo com a lenda, transforma da Giant, que legal! Era um cavaleiro que se transformou em gigante. E, ó, passei de nível, isso é bom. E agora tem a cabeça de um bicho que eu não sei. Aqui, ó. Vamos ver o que ela faz. 5% de bônus de experiência de monstros. Não preciso disso. Um ponto disponível. Na verdade, eu nem preciso disso. Não, não é isso que eu quero, não. Upgrade Ability. Não estou usando, mas poderei em breve.
Come on now. Brave kid, Guillaume.
Parmanin oversaw his upbringing. Guillaume is his kin.
Pela galera.
Can't get used to the way you knights talk, especially how you switch back and forth between flowery and, well, near normal.
Knights errant, in the service of her gracious magnificence. When we appear in her name or
Gracious
speak on her behalf,
magnificence.
we are bound by tradition.
Good.
No one here. They must have removed the body already.
Let's look around, make sure they didn't miss anything.
Tem algos aqui.
Careful.
Scorn, que tipo de bicho eu não sei. Eu acho que ele não é próximo. Não é. Com certeza não são. Insectoide. Não, todos eles. Nenhum deles tem humanoide. Todos esses aqui tem asa. Cursed Ones. Vai, eu não conheço eles. Deixa esse cara necro. Eita. Com certeza. Ele explode também.
Drawn here by the smell of blood. Let's keep looking.
tem uma coisa que eu quero fazer então. Vamos tirar esse camaradinho daqui. Tacar aqui. Daqui a 4 pontos eu consigo, talvez, usar 4 poções de buff. Opa, que é isso?
Hobnailed boots, multiple sets of prints. Ducal guard, clearly. Let's see where they went.
Let's see where they went.
Walked along the shoreline.
Perhaps the body lay on the bank.
Opa. Mug.
Anything taken by the current ends up in these shallows.
Yes, the stench is fierce.
Only blood-soaked scraps left of the victim's clothing. Good quality cloth.
A wealthy victim, correct?
Looks it. Blood. Guardsmen pulled these nets out of the water, then cut the mutilated body free.
The Beast of Thousands.
Gonna dive in, make sure they didn't miss anything.
Que é isso?
Junk that came down the river.
We must keep searching.
Must dive in. Então vamos, né? Nossa, ele demora para movimentar aqui na água. Legal.
Kerchief, monogrammed DLC. A noble's accessory, clearly. Need to comb the bank. Notice anything interesting?
Alas, nothing.
Que nota era aquela? Será que é da quest?
Blood. Guardsmen pulled these nets out of the water, then cut the mutilated body free.
Vamos pra lá, né?
Only blood-soaked scraps left of the victim's clothing. Good quality cloth.
A wealthy victim, correct?
Looks it. Only blood-soaked scraps left of the victim's clothing. Good quality cloth.
A wealthy victim, correct?
Looks it.
Tá, não tem nada ao redor aqui. Será que do outro lado aqui tem? Cara, mas que mais? olhar um pouco mais de longe, talvez tenha que aqui. Sentou? Cansou?
Only blood-soaked scraps left of the victim's clothing. Good quality cloth.
A wealthy victim, correct?
Looks it.
Deve ter alguma coisa que eu ainda não vi aqui. Com certeza.
Junk, junk, and more junk.
Blossoms. Mais plantinhas. Colher só para não me confundir. Mais plantinhas. O que eu não estou vendo?
Blood-soaked scraps left of the victim's clothing. Good quality cloth.
A wealthy victim, correct?
Looks it. Nets were attached here.
Nossa senhora, certeza que não tava ali.
Look, a boat was launched here. Guardsmen must have loaded the body parts onto it, taken them somewhere. Need to find out where. I'd like to look at the corpse before it starts to decompose.
The inn. Its patrons must have seen the guardsmen, which direction they took. We should ask there.
One thing. Found a handkerchief in the water. Monogrammed DLC. Mean anything to you?
Delacroix? It cannot be. Was it he the beast slew?
Seems so. Knew him well?
Long past. We were close friends once, but our paths diverged. He was a man of extremes, standing by his companions, no matter the odds, fighting his foes to the bitter end.
Foes? You have a lot of them?
He did, but I do not see what that has to do with the beast. Ah, Geralt, you struck a raw nerve. Memories of a time long past, to which I'd rather not return now.
I understand. We can talk later. Let's go to the tavern.
I shall have to leave you soon. Return to court.
Barely got back to Toussaint.
A knight in the service of Her Illustrious Highness knows no rest. In fact, I'd feared I would return too late to fulfill my duty. Yet it seems I've arrived in the nick of time.
Gordinho. Gordinho não, essa camadora é pesada pra caralho.
Once you have finished examining the corpse, be sure to report to Anarietta.
Anarietta?
Her Grace, the Duchess. I forget myself at times. We address each other by our first names in private. Never in Pomred's presence, however. They find such familiarity offensive. A watering hole for traders, smugglers, boatmen. But you will find no better crayfish chowder in all Toussaint.
They say Her Grace is called in from the temple beast. Killer What? With no lights brave enough? Of course we have.
Who would go first?
Oh, beast. Wields dark powers. That is for a witcher.
The Witcher Leader of Region of the White Wolf, contra os Silver Guides, O que é isso? Tô ficando famoso, tô vendo fotos de mim. To a Witcher or Witchers.
Yes, a face no internet could help. By my troth, could that be the musty scent of fresh pâté?
Fresh
Naught
pâté.
else, Sir de Peyrac Peyran. I see time has not dulled your senses.
We would be honored if you would join us. Your companion as well.
But why do I not detect even a whiff of crayfish chowder?
No soup today, on account of there being no crayfish. I reckon you've not heard, but all I caught was a corpse. I awoke at the crack of dawn, as I do each day, but when I looked up, I beheld a blood-red sky.
This corpse is precisely why we're here. For the man whom you've invited to join you at the table was summoned from a far-off land by her gracious magnificence. He is tasked with tracking and killing the beast.
We invited two men to join us, yet since Sir de Peyrac Peyran in temperament is more akin to hare than hound, I surmise the other is the hunter. With whom do we have the pleasure?
Não seja tão rude.
A humble introduction. You've clearly not tarried long with Sir de Peyrac Peyran.
Spare us the petty insults. Geralt is a master of the witchering trade. He has questions concerning the beast's last victim.
I was the one to find the corpse. The sun had just risen when I awoke.
Então, só para dar uma traduzida rápida aí, tô tentando achar a vítima de uma besta que talvez use magia negra e é isso.
Need to examine the body.
Não sei mais de nada além
They
disso.
ferried it across, then loaded it on a cart and hauled it to a cellar at Corvo Bianco to keep it cool, see?
What? Why, Corvo Bianco is Baron
Eu vi, hein?
estate. When he learns they've turned his cellar into a morgue, he'll set his hounds on them.
Vocês
While
viram a
you were
pessoa ali?
gallivanting about the north, his vineyard was auctioned off.
Essa pessoa.
Who was that? Woman who just left. Didn't see her before. Didn't notice her walk in either.
Doubtless Ninnis, the innkeep's daughter. But hold, Geralt, because this is an outrage. Rossel's vineyard was auctioned off? Inconceivable.
It is no secret the Baron had gambling debts up to his ears. It finally came time to collect. His creditors auctioned off his property. The Ducal Chancellery bought it, in fact. Rossel now bunks with his brother in Vicofaro.
I told Rossel he'd get his comeuppance. How long can one throw on past heroics? His creditors must finally have defined that his promises meant nothing.
Such are the times. Today's knights are pale shadows of the heroes of yore.
It's true what they say. God sent the beast to punish us for straying from the old paths.
Pera aí. Vamos ver aqui. Vamos lá, vamos examinar
Thanks for the
pouco, né?
hospitality. Time I examined the corpse.
Corvo Bianco lies a short way from here, near the tourney grounds. Just follow the road and you'll arrive.
Not coming with? Oh yeah, duty of some sort calls.
Some sort? Her Grace bestowed a great honor on me, even before we departed for Velen.
Blá, blá,
I'm to
blá.
be here during this year's game in the Palace Gardens. When you see me in my costume, you will wet yourself laughing.
A little tempted to ask a few questions, But it sounds like a long, complicated story. One involving lengthy digressions into local history and tradition.
Beleza. Tchau pra você. Já fui aos contratos. Corvo Bianco.
Where's the fire?
Andar com a armadura pesada, como é fácil, né? Ih, meu cavalo tá lá em cima. Ah, agora você tá aí, né? Nem é longe, mas...
Sounds like a fight. Have to hurry.
Um cavalo fugindo. O que é isso? Barril rolando.
Killer must still be here.
Caralho. Que
The
isso?
cellar. Gotta be. Footprints. Small bare feet. Lead deeper into the cellar. Hurled against the wall with great force. Took a lot of strength to batter this down.
Cheguei.
You. Saw you at the inn.
É ela.
Why'd you kill these people? Clearly wasn't for their blood. We don't have to fight.
You are wrong.
Que bicho que é esse? É humanoide?
I cannot let you leave.
Uia. Ai, capeta. É bruxa. É humana. Eu acho. Dá pra guardar a tocha aí. Ó, bate em alguma coisa. É, aí fica difícil mesmo.
Blood. Should have knocked back a vial.
Aí fica difícil. toma um golpe, ela some. Eu vou morrer. Tá vendo? Ela é fraquinha, mas é impossível de acertar. Cadê ela? Nossa. Impossível! Vai. Olha, na hora. Acabou de entrar pro vestiário, não tinha, não sabia o que era. Montagem gigante, viu?
Stinks.
É. Fetch.
Waterlogged. Both hands amputated. Body was quartered just as I thought.
Examine head. Na verdade ela tava atrás da mão, né?
Head swollen, and something took a few bites out of it. Something in the throat. A pouch, bulging with coins. Nilfgaardian florins, from several different provinces. If the murderer did this, means we're dealing with a sentient thinking beast.
Besta senciente pensadora.
Body was chopped up after death. Blows struck with great force, but bones sliced through, not crushed. Creature that killed him had long claws, sharp as a witcher's blade. First sank its claws into the victim's heart. No Bruxa did this.
Bruxa?
Third hand. A spare? Except it's clearly not the victim's. Guardsmen must have not noticed it as they picked everything up. How's this possible? Still warm. Blood still flowing. Several monster species can regenerate. Never heard of that happening to their severed limbs, though. Or of their limbs seeming completely alive after so much time. Examine the tissue more closely later. Might learn something.
A mãozinha. Eu tenho uma mãozinha.
So, murderer was clearly a monster, but not a Bruxa. But then why'd the Bruxa come here for the severed hand? And who does the hand belong to? Why the hell's it still warm? Now, pouch shoved down the victim's throat. What's the significance? And why was he chopped up into pieces? Lots of questions, no answers so far. Need to know about the other victims. I'll ask Palmerin to get me in to see the Duchess.
É duquesa, mas... Será que Bert de Alemão tem alguma coisa a ver com isso? Só de curiosidade. Depois desse perrengue você não vai me dar nada, né? Além das coisas que estavam no corpo da bruxa. Bruxa. Vasculhada. Aqui eu posso até acender a tocha. Hã? Esse móvel é móvel. dá pra mexer nisso, porque tem algo atrás. Não tô achando nenhuma coisa que eu possa apertar um botão para mexer o móvel. Talvez destruí-lo? Acho que não. Bird. Também não. Brocksha. Vamos ver o que fala da Brocksha. É vampira? É vampira. Bomba, Vampire Oil, Black Blood. Interessante. Ah, e aquela parada lá, aquele bichinho era necrófago, não era? Aquele que explodiu. É esse aqui, ó. Bom saber. Devo encontrar mais deles. Roach! Podia ser uma hora ruim, né? Esse escape. As trilhazinhas não são bons para andar a cavalo. O que é isso? A arena? Que é isso? Não tá acontecendo nada aqui não. Só um ambiente mesmo.
Need to speak to the Duchess, urgently.
All right, you scamps. Story's done. Go find your parents.
But the Palmerine, what about the story of Rittik and the dragon?
A tale's for another time. But take a good look at the man who stands before you now. This is Geralt of Rivia, the master witcher who lent his valiant hand to the defeat of the giant Goliath.
Master Witcher, is it true virtue always trumps villainy?
Not always. Could go either way. Sometimes virtue wins, sometimes villainy gets the upper hand. Still worth being good.
But why? If it doesn't mean you'll win.
Palmerin's story. Think back. A decent man attracts other good folk, makes friends he can count on. A rogue? Well, he can only count on other rogues. And who would you rather have for a friend?
A man of virtue?
I must agree. Now, that will do for questions. Go find your parents.
Bom, passar uma boa mensagem, né, para as crianças?
Her Enlightened Highness has doubtless arrived at the tourney grounds to watch the battle in the arena. If we hurry, we'll be in time to speak with her before the spectacle begins.
Legal.
Lead the way. Who's fighting? Nilfgaardian gladiators?
Close, but not quite. As we'll soon see.
Que isso?
Someone's gonna fight a Shaelmar with only some bells on its tail to confuse it, slow it down?
Whatever is the problem? The beast is a gift from the Emperor, no less.
Vai dar merda. Eu vou ter que matar.
Shouldn't torment the beast. How would you like to be dumped in an arena, blindfolded with a string of bells dangling from your ass?
Pity a monster. You, a witcher?
I slay monsters who are a threat to humans. You're out to humiliate one to entertain a crowd. No knight will gain any glory from this. Let's go.
Fica puto mesmo. Que merda é essa, aturar o bichinho? Vamos ver.
I dedicate my imminent victory to fair Lady Vivian.
Você vai se fuder, eu vou ter que pegar seus restos, não é isso?
The fight shall have to end first. We must wait.
Vai dar merda. É o que eu tô falando.
Got a bad feeling about this.
Tá, acho que tá fazendo alguma coisa, né?
Damn it.
Olha lá, sobrou pra quem? Pra mim.
We have to help him.
Ah, eu tenho que proteger ele ainda. Vai se proteger, vai lá pra cima, meu filho. É, eu tenho que proteger ele primeiro. Agora eu tenho que rapidamente tentar recuperar. Sai da minha frente! Tentar recuperar a estamina, senão. Aí, ó. Recuperando, estamina, recuperei. Vou fazer de novo. A estamina tá quase cheia. Eu posso parar de bater. O que tá fazendo aí? Minha espada já deve estar arregaçada, né? O que é isso? 40%? Nós estamos a 50%, vai para 90%, tá ótimo. Pronto, agora vamos bater. Se eu parar Isso, se protege, mas não para, não vai. Ai, Deus. Lembrando aqui que tá na dificuldade mais difícil, então... Cara, se bobear, eu tenho que acertar de novo, né? Ô, filho, pode vir. Agora, tem que fazer. teste, deixa eu morrer. Vou morrer. Ai, vou morrer. Cadê a posição? Increase attack power, increase maximum vitality, accelerated point. Por quanto? 1 minuto. Toxicity. Tá. Tá, deixa eu ver aqui mais. É esse aqui que eu preciso. Se eu conseguir ficar vivo. Maravilha. Maravilha, tá de novo. Vai. Para não. Aí, maravilha. É nóis. É nóis, cuzão. Como diz Thiago Ventura.
Master of the withering trade, behold, as the last gasps of life seep from the beast.
Mas quebra tudo, pensar.
Master Geralt, do what you must. Finish the deed.
Finalizar, eu sei.
Monster's no threat. No need to kill it.
A victor may always show mercy. It is his right. Long live Geralt the Merciful! Pikeman, see to the beast.
Ai.
The lad came damned close to dying.
I'm fine. Not hurt at all. Vivian?
Smile as befits a hero and keep silent. Speech clearly paints you. She approaches.
Geralt. We must talk. Vivian.
You shall talk later, in the medic's tent.
Geralt, magnificent, breathtaking.
Your Grace.
We knew that to summon you was a brilliant idea. We are delighted, ravished to have struck upon it.
And I'm truly honored.
See to our young hero. Hop, for we must make off with Geralt. We should talk. We had been long awaiting your arrival, had nearly lost hope. Then suddenly, that entrance, so spectacular.
Eu sou espetacular mesmo.
Your Grace. Shaelmars are dangerous creatures, even to knights in full plate armor.
Nonsense. In Toussaint, knights have battled beasts for mere glory since time immemorial. True. Guillaume suffered a few bumps, scars, and bruises, but in return gained eternal glory as he who slew the monster.
What about the crowd? Say the Shaelmar had vaulted into the stands. Would have been a massacre.
Geralt, though we value your fortuitous intervention in the arena...
Tá. Não vai adiantar falar com você, né? Beleza.
Your Grace, my contract. I'd like to discuss it.
Naturally, but not here. We shall need Damien. He let the investigation pending.
Será que eu passei de 100% de toxicidade?
Come, we must find him.
Minha cara tá toda veiosa.
Tell us, have you come alone? Or did Viscount Julian accompany you?
Wish to see Dandelion, Your Grace?
Yes. I mean, no. Ugh.
Peguei você.
But solely to tell him we regret. Yes, deeply regret rescinding the desert. If we could turn back time, we would make certain he sat in a tower till he rotted. No, we would ensure he was broken on the wheel, then drawn, hanged, and quartered. The very man we would entrust with these tasks.
Greetings.
I'm gonna need two things. Mas está, antes de pedir...
Sorry to have to tell you, but the guardsman handling the last victim's body...
I know already. The creature in the cellar of Corvo Bianco.
Was
it the beast?
No, a bruxa, a kind of vampire. Not the beast, but tied to it in some way.
You know this how?
Through careful analysis of the evidence, both on the riverbank and at Corvo Bianco.
Do you mean to insinuate the investigation thus far has been sloppy?
Geralt insinuates nothing of the sort. We must listen to him attentively.
I examined the body of the beast's last victim. Might have found something. Need to analyze it. A quiet place, that's what I could use most right now. And maybe the help of an alchemist or a mage. Also like to hear all you know about the previous victims. Take it Sir Delatour is my man for that.
Firstly, call me Damien, please. Secondly, you should know I spoke against summoning you here. I've heard much about you. You bring trouble, or thus far have, always. And we've enough trouble as it is. Yet we are capable of defeating the beast on our own, without an outsider's help. I've no doubt about it.
Damien, we settled the matter of the Witcher's employ some time past. Definitively. Since you have broached it nonetheless, let us discuss Geralt's pay. Are the legends true? Do Witchers usually demand that which you find at home, yet did not expect?
Yes, Your Grace. The law of surprise. Time-honored.
We shall be content. The surprises we encounter on a daily basis would be of no value to one such as you. What awaits at the palace are edicts to sign and portraits of suitors from far-off lands. I fear you would find little use for either. Thus we've decided you shall receive the deed to a vineyard, Corvo Bianco, and the sum of coin. You will doubtless consider this adequate. Title to the vineyard shall be given to you at once. Surely you'll need lodgings while you hunt. The coin, however, will be yours only once you have slain the beast.
Okay.
Lovely, generous gesture, Your Grace. But Corvo Bianco, isn't it the Duchy's temporary morgue?
Is it now? The Chancellery's bungled things again, we fear. Not to be left unsupervised for one instant. Yet, in its mood, a morgue should present minimal problems to a Witcher. What's more, nothing enhances a wine's reputation better than a grim legend.
Thank you, Your Grace. I accept the contract, of course. But as I said before, I'll need some information.
Beast first victim.
How'd it start? Who was the first victim?
Crespi was the first to die. He was famed once for his many glorious tournament victories. Then he grew old, hung up his sword, and took to winemaking.
Crespi was not loved by the wine merchants. He was ruthless in business and thought to cheat many a time. He asked us for a dispensation from all court ceremonies.
It's a blood and wine.
We could not. Once you've taken the oath of a knight, you remain a knight till death.
How'd he die? Where'd they find the body?
Quite unusual, the circumstance. He was at a feast when suddenly one of his fellow feastgoers noticed he was missing. The town watch found him an hour later. On his hands and knees, propped against the town pillory, his sword hanging from his neck.
Yeah.
He had died of wounds inflicted with claws, not a weapon. Blows of great force.
So he died suddenly, but the body was on its knees, meaning someone posed it.
So it seems.
Second victim, tell about
Second
him.
murder. Tell me what you know.
In the city there are certain nooks. No one reasonable ventures there after dark. Ramon Dulac's corpse was found in one such place. With the first murder, terror gripped the city. Its inhabitants grew wary, kept to safe areas. Consequently, news of the second victim came to us from a group of concerned cut-purses.
Criminals fear the beast? Telling in a way. Take it you've excluded the possibility that Ramon died at the hands of these bandits.
Do you believe me an amateur? Not hands, but claws killed Ramon Dulac. The wound was deep, clean.
His body was found in the gutter, dressed in nightshirt and cap, a pillow placed under his head, and his sword replaced by a bed warmer. Ramon Dulac, a knight who but a dozen years past was an advisor to our father, the Duke.
Someone went to a lot of trouble to make him look ridiculous. Maybe revenge was the motive.
It's not out of the question. Dulac had shady dealings with the criminal underworld, but no one ever came forth with concrete proof of it.
So, first two victims were knights, best years behind them.
The same could be said of the third. Sir Delacroix was wont to claim that in modern times, knights face new challenges. Enterprise being the latest addiction.
He made a veritable fortune in the grain trade. Palmerin even
found a coin pouch on his body. Contained florins dating from...
Delacroix loved coin, true, but had no...
Lots of similarities between the victims. All the bodies were found in strange places under extraordinary circumstances. Seems the murderer, whoever or whatever it is, has some meaning to convey.
These were honorable men. We are horrified by the disdain, the disrespect with which they were treated. These were knights of Toussaint. Blast it.
Might be the point. From what you say, none was a model of virtue. Ever considered that's what the beast's trying to draw attention to?
All the murdered men were knights who swore fealty to the 5 chivalric virtues. And even if the...
Knights of Toussaint swear fealty to what virtues exactly?
Honor, wisdom, generosity, valor, and compassion.
Beast denouncing moral decay.
Beast seems to be pointing up moral decay, denouncing it. Victims were all humiliated. Might have been murdered to emphasize their lack of specific chivalric virtues.
Honor compromised by the pillory. Wisdom by ridicule. Generosity by a coin pouch shoved down a throat. It seems to fit, true, though not perfectly.
Can't discount the theory if it's on the lips of everyone in town. Say our reasoning's right. Next murder will be just as showy and denounce the victim's lack of the 4th virtue, valor. We can also assume that victim will be an elder knight.
Let's think. At the moment, all the knights are either at the tourney grounds or in the palace gardens. Our annual hare hunt shall begin there shortly. Have you heard of the custom?
Milton mentioned something. Seemed excited to prance around in a bunny costume. Not sure why. Hang on. Strange circumstances. A knight advanced in years. The famed cowardice of rabbits.
Could it be that simple? Is Milton de Peyrac-Peyren the next victim?
Milton also knew Delacroix. Told me so down by the river.
Damien! To miss something so obvious. De Peyrac-Peyren, Crespi, Delacroix, and Delac formed a knightly team. It was years ago, but...
Your Grace, we need to find Milton, immediately.
Rather problematic. You see, the garden entertainments are due to start, and he's disguised as the hare, hiding somewhere, waiting for some tipsy courtiers to find him. The hare's hiding place is a carefully guarded secret.
We must call off the game, at once.
First and foremost, we must remain calm. Damien, order the garden searched immediately, but discreetly. By no means can we disrupt the festivities. Panic will only incite the beast to strike sooner. And you, Witcher, follow me. My gardens, my night, I shall take the fall. A murder is out of the question. I will not allow it. Not near my palace. Horses? Ready our horses! Your Grace!
Safadinho.
What the hell? Why, I should... Your Highness, I...
Mind it doesn't get wrinkled. Onward!
Eu já tô no cavalo atrás dela, né? Aparentemente.
Hey! That is silk! Be careful! Give it to me!
Ah lá, eu tô a cavalo. Ah, não, já devo aparecer então no lugar, né? Já que eu não devo controlar o cavalo.
Grace seems right at home in a saddle.
Sai da minha frente!
Clear the path! Clear the way, I said!
Só tava querendo fazer uma corridinha sem roupa.
It's here! Just round the corner!
Hurry!
We must go to where the game is being held.
Where?
Participants must find a unicorn's horn, a golden fish, and a phoenix egg. With these in hand, they can deduce where the Milton hides.
We need to find those things too.
We've no other option, but time is of the essence, so we shall have to break the rules. On second thought, through here. I shall show you where the hunt plays out. Then we will split up. You will get hold of the unicorn horn and the golden fish, while I nab the phoenix egg. That will be quickest.
The unicorn. How do I catch it?
It's terribly skittish, true, but I'm sure you will find a way to earn its trust. It runs around over there, look.
Golden fish. Do I need a rod or a net?
Please, Geralt. It's not a real fish. Look there, towards the water. See the lights? The hunters are trying to hook the fish from hooks. You must simply dive in and find it.
Muito legal.
The golden fish and the horn both contain things or clues that will help us find Milton. Once you have all clear, then let's get to.
Ai, ai. Cada uma. Então, um é ali e o outro é ali, né? Maravilha.
Tickle me. Knock something back and wipe that frightening grimace of...
Apesar de não saber o que está acontecendo. Eu quero primeiro no cavalinho. Ah, é. Esse é. Não, é esse mesmo então.
Look!
Perhaps an apple will work. Or some sweets.
We would not be in this predicament, dear sister, were you still a virgin.
Do you really wish to have this conversation again? Here and now?
Hush, or you'll spook the beast. We shall try the sweets.
Hey folks, gonna have to ruin your fun. Sorry.
Who's that?
Damn it, come on, stay calm.
Parece que deu certo.
Easy now.
Ah, tá. Então era uma gincana.
Flagrant cheating is what it is.
Sirs, we must teach this scamp some proper sportsmanship.
Listen, we didn't break any rules.
True, he won fair and square. We were unlucky, that's all.
We must try to grab the next clue.
Gardens are huge. Be better off on horseback.
A complete collapse of social norms.
Best cure for the beast. A witcher.
Down. Down. Cadê? Tem que nadar, né?
Easy to spot once I'm under.
Ai, da minha frente. Tô vendo a porra ali. Que é aqui, ó. Candy. Ah, tem um monte. Tá, vamos respirar e voltar. A gincana mesmo. Tem mais um aqui. Tá meio escuro, né? Ups. Cacilda. Tem mais um ali. Oh, coisa. Essa coisa vermelha aqui agora. Tem mais um aqui embaixo. Desse jeito. Nada. Eu já peguei isso. Tá, vamos respirar.
Look! Scandalous!
O que é aquilo lá longe? Mais dois, não, esse já foi. Deve ser o último. Ah, tem que pegar todos pra saber, né?
Hey, wait. Stop. It's important.
King Cormorant, sire, accept this offering we bring. Prithee cast upon us your merciful eye, and bear before us its secrets.
As the moon is heavenly coursed up trace, In my domain, I await that moment of grace, when a soul of good or...
Keep from the golden fish. Ele vai me bater já já. Ele arruinou o jogo. Desgraça. Disgraceful. Desgraça. Engraçado, né? Barriba, barriba. Eu já não enxergo muito bem à noite. Tô de óculos escuros. Que? Deixa eu morrer. Se bem que eu posso testar. Fiz a merda, fiz a merda. Posso testar um pouquinho. Tomara que seja quando peguei o peixe. Vamos ver, né, se... Porque eu não posso morrer assim, não. Primeiro que foi sem querer. Segundo que eles pegam todo o meu ouro. Vamos lá, né? Deixa eu pegar uma água ali.
Unworthy. Entirely inappropriate behavior.
A complete collapse of social norms.
Vamos lá. Vou botar meus fones. Aliás, vamos fazer uns testes aqui primeiro. Já vem, já vem. Bora lá. Espera amanhecer. Deixa eu ver uma coisa. Tá certo. Isso eu queria não, caralho. Eu tenho que ficar com isso ativo aqui. Eu confundi os sinais. New marker.
Under Duke Raymond's rule, such troubles were simply
Ah, é o peixe ainda.
Fish should be easy to spot once I'm under.
Ai, meu Deus.
You think I don't know?
É, X, né? Próximo. Próximo. Agora tá vendo a diferença, né? Próximo. Opa. Aí. Foi rapidão agora. Beleza, já vi.
King Co...
Beleza.
Why, you botched wretch!
He's ruined the game!
Disgraceful.
It's positively useless. She can't possibly see.
What? Who says?
Oh!
Vamos ver.
If you please, Your Grace.
We do not please. We act out of the highest necessity. All shall be
But it's against the rules.
I am the rules. Geralt! At last.
Got a key and a clue.
And I've another. Show me yours. Who wrote this drivel? I begin like a groan, hollowed out with ease.
Out with ease.
Mice and cheese. Palace pantry, maybe?
No. The hare is obliged to hide here in the gardens. Look, if we take Rome, hollow it out and fill it with ease. The letters, that is. We get green, then mouse.
House.
But starting with what heads?
Pretty clever.
There are several green...
Greenhouse it is then. Let's go.
Ó.
Wait here.
Ha. Já deu merda.
Oh, what the butch?
What was that?
Eita. Que isso, hein? Pega aí. Eita. Assumindo que seja o vampiro, né? A espada tá brilhando, o cara tá aí.
I'm here.
I'm here. Então chega aí.
This belong to you, maybe?
It did, but you may keep it. I've a new one. I do not know you. I've done you no harm. Yet first you butchered a Bruxer who was dear to me. Now you pursue me. Why?
Why?
You've killed 4 innocent people, at least.
And you? How many innocents have you cut down?
A few.
Not here to talk about me.
Yet that is exactly what we are doing. So, did they send you after me? Who are they?
What do you mean, they? Duchess hired me. You've been murdering her subjects.
It's simple as
Is
that.
it as simple as that? I would ask you to convey to the Duchess that I've but one victim left, but you'll not get the chance.
É um vampiro mesmo. É um vampiro. Eu acho que eu tenho alguma coisa de vampiro. Insectoide, necrófago, vampire. Maravilha. A espada tá com quanto de 81%, eu acho que dá pra lutar. Essa escuridão. Foi engraçado. Não é pra matar.
You were to stay where you were. Regenerate.
I know you're in trouble. I can help.
I'll help myself.
Que isso?
No, he's my friend.
Que isso? Não era pra morrer.
Yes, Geralt, it's me.
Quem é você?
Regis? You alright?
All is well. All's in order. Wounds such as these heal on vampires in moments. But we've not seen one another in ages, my friend. At least in human terms, that is.
How's this even possible? Last I saw you...
I was a bubbling, shapeless smear, having been rather spectacularly melted into a column of a certain castle. In somewhat better shape now, as you can see. Hardly peak form, mind you, but were I human, folk would think me a demigod, I dare say.
I'm sorry. What happened? It was my fault. Never got a chance to apologize.
No need, Geralt. Bygones. I did not have to join you on that expedition. No one twisted my arm.
Local serial killer seems to obey you. Maybe you could talk him out of it, convince him to stop murdering.
Why do you think I've come? It shall not be easy, as Dettlaff can be rather stubborn. Though you must certainly recall that neither do I surrender readily.
So that's his name.
Neither do I.
He's your friend?
You might call it that. Though Dettlaff is... how would you humans put it? More bestial than I am. But not to worry. I'm working on him.
Haven't exactly done a great job with that. He's killed one knight since I got here. At least 3 others before I arrived.
For good reason, I'm sure. Understand, Dettlaff is not some decadent shit who kills for sport, or to assuage a dryness of throat or a dullness of mood.
So in your opinion, what are his reasons?
Precisely what I wish to find out. And then I will convince him of the error of his ways.
Got a lot of faith in the guy.
Despite appearances to the contrary, you two are quite alike. You've both noble hearts, yet you both are wont to perform ignoble deeds. When circumstances force you to, of course.
É.
Remember the year 964?
Ele mata mais amor rapaz.
That was 3 centuries ago.
Blind fear gripped Rivia, Lyria, and Spala. Women and children were dying. Their mutilated, dismembered corpses littered the fields.
Brute of Lyria. Read about it. Chewed up almost 200, then fell to a common poacher supposedly armed with a dagger blessed by some prophet.
It fell to Detlaf, who then found a poacher asleep in the brush near his snares and dropped the fiend's corpse at his feet. And thus, a legend was born.
Why I kill the monster? É melhor perguntar.
Vampires rarely help humans. Must have had his own agenda. Hunting the beast.
Engraçado.
You err. He slew it for one reason alone. The monster killed a lad who once in the street had offered Detlaf an apple, expecting nothing in return.
Terribly noble of him.
You do not have a monopoly on altruism, my friend. Vilgefortz melted my body. Detlaf found what was left. As per our codex, he had a choice. To leave me where I was, or to care for me and nurture my remains.
Engraçado.
He chose the latter. Regenerated me at no small expense in a long
Vamos ter que dar uma esperadinha. Bem, vamos voltar. Tô esperando uma pessoa me ligar aqui para consertar o portão aqui do prédio, mas não consigo falar com ele.
Probably same thing it means to a human. You owe him your life.
Much more than that. The act itself made us blood brethren. A bond so strong humans cannot even imagine. Which is why I know something ill is afoot.
Always had an overdeveloped sense of empathy.
Each vampire has a unique talent. One they hone over centuries. It's precisely what renders us so difficult to classify. Detlaf's trump card is his herd instinct. His tried and point of fact. He prefers the company.
Vamos lá! A gente vai testar mais um pouco aqui a stream, até a pessoa tocar aquele interfone que tem que resolver o problema do prédio, que eu sou o síndico aqui. Então vamos continuar por enquanto.
If he walks among you, killing egregiously, it can only mean something's upset him immensely.
Gotta find him before something upsets him even more, and all Beauclair is awash with blood.
Well, we share a cause then, just like the old days.
Not entirely. I mean, when I find him, you know.
I know you've a contract on his head. Yet your true task is to stop the beast killing, not necessarily to kill the beast, am I right?
All in all, sure.
Let us find him. By the time we...
Fine, all right already.
Beleza.
The posse. Knights must have tracked me here.
I prefer they not find me here. I've makeshift quarters at Mère Lachaise Long Cemetery. We'll meet there.
See you.
Aí eu no meio da confusão de novo.
Witcher, we flew here as fast as our courses would carry us. Yet I fear we're late all the same. Pray, where is the beast?
Still investigating. About to inspect this site. Withdraw your men before they trample all over the evidence.
Sirs, we must let the Witcher do his work. Milton's murder cannot go unavenged.
Unavenged. Desvingado. Bem. Parte do mapa é essa. Agora eu vou Branton. Tem um blacksmith ali. Blacksmith. Lá direitinho. Não tem nada pra poder falar, tem que ir a pé mesmo. Então, pelo menos quando amanhecer, tá muito tarde. Descansar aqui. Ops.
Supply his trade.
Também quero cavalo. Vai, cadê meu cavalo? Ah, meu cavalo não pode ser chamado aqui. Vai. Que isso?
Sir! Sir!
Ah,
a letter for you, sir!
Letter? Who from?
Can't rightly say, sir. I was just to deliver it.
Here. And thanks.
No, sir. Thank you. And I truly hope I'll be of service again.
Dearest.
I suspect weighty affairs, rather than merely the wine festival, have drawn you to Toussaint. Perhaps you'll find time to probe a certain matter in spite of this. I recently came across the mention of one Professor Moreau, though the details are rather murky, as is the location of the scholar's laboratory. I enclose a map I found in the book I happened upon. Though less than completely legible, I trust it. I felt this...
Ainda nada. Vamos ver uma coisa aqui. Nada de bom.
How the mighty fall. Slow and steady.
Já estamos aqui mesmo.
Whoa! A witcher! A
Why do you have enough, please? Seja uma coisa boa. Ó, o YouTube tá dando um lag. Caramba. Deixa eu ver uma coisa aqui.
Need to get going. Till next time.
Tá no... Não, beleza. Então é somente alquimia. Decoctions, os olhos. Esse é o primeiro dia. Nem vi. Vou já salvo. Ah, tá, minha vida tava ruim desde quando eu saí de lá. Olha aí, cara.
Welcome back, Master.
Show me what you've got in stock.
Pô, tinha que ter alguma forma de alquimia aqui. Ha! Boot Red? É isso que eu preciso. Eu vou gastar bastante aqui. Opa! Alguém chegou. Então, pessoas, o cara que vai consertar o portão aqui do prédio chegou, tem que dar atenção para ele lá. Mais tarde eu volto aí para fazer mais testes do stream multiplataforma e ver como é que ele funciona. Abraço!